Hey, good morning. Today is Friday, May 8th. I just kind of want to jump in real quick, let you know what's going on for today. So, what I'd like you to do is hopefully you were able to get some really good information about the invasive species that you chose and spent a couple days kind of finding out more information about that. You're going to take that information, and a couple of you guys have asked me, are you supposed to turn in that research paper? No, you are not. I am not taking a grade on that. I just wanted you guys to spend some time researching so that you could take that information and you're going to use that for your assignment for today. And then you're also going to use it next week for another assignment that I'm going to give you. Okay, so if you did a good job and you got a lot of information on that worksheet, that's really going to help you, and you're not going to have to go back and forth researching anything or get back on the internet. You can just look at that paper. All right. So today you're going to create a wanted poster. So a long time ago, way back in the West, all the outlaws, they would have these wanted posters, and even now they've got like the FBI's most wanted. So I want you guys to we're going to try and do some like public information. We want to make sure that the public understands and is informed about what's going on with these species. So you're going to create a wanted poster. And I'm just going to show you a couple examples. In this green folder here, I've got some examples. There's this one here that's hand drawn. And this one is actually, it goes with the assignment that I'm giving you. So as long as you've got everything that this has, or it looks something like that, and you can absolutely hand draw it if you'd like. If you want to do it on your iPad, you can. Sometimes your iPad, like create a document on GoodNotes or on Pages. Pages actually would be really good because there's a template on Pages that you can use that's like a wanted poster template, I think. But I'm going to go over the details of what exactly is supposed to be on here. But I wanted to show you this one first. And then this one, somebody used the computer to generate it and make it look more like that old-timey Western, like wanted poster for the criminals. And then I found this one. It's kind of the same thing, but a girl made a Prezi for her invasive species that they did in their classroom. And so this was just one of the slides. And then you would click on one of these things and it would zoom in and tell you more. I don't want you to go to that much detail. We're just doing wanted posters. All right, so let me jump back in here and let's go over your instructions. So you can see I've got the instruction PDF right here. Here's a rubric, your examples, and then this is your assignment, wanted poster for invasive species. That's what it's called. So let me show you the instructions real quick. I am really clear about what I'd like for you guys to include in your poster. This right here, starting right here with this sentence, I want you guys to create a wanted poster. It educates the community about the invasive species that you researched. We're trying to get the information to the public so that people can report sightings so that we can do something and get rid of these things because they're not good for Nebraska's ecosystem. All right, so your poster should include wanted in large letters across the top of the page, the name of the species at the top of the page. You do not have to, I think in a couple of the examples, they've got the scientific name plus the common name. You don't have to do the scientific name unless you want to. The common name is totally fine. So yeah, whatever you want on that one is fine. You need some kind of an image of the species. You can have that printed or you can hand draw it. If you want to copy and paste a picture and put it in there, you can. I want you to type in a physical description. It's not enough just that we have a picture of it. I want you to tell me, how can this species be identified? Remember, you're trying to educate the community. And a lot of times people in the community are not scientific people, and so they're just normal people. And so describe what your species looks like so that they can identify it when they see it. Then I want to know its crimes. Why is this species a threat? that we should care about? How has it impacted the ecosystem in Nebraska and native populations? Tell me its travels. So I am asking that you use a map. I don't want you just to tell me where it's from. I want you to use a map. So again, if you can find one electronic that's already done, like on a file or something, you can copy and paste and put that in there. That's awesome. If you want to draw a map, that's fine too. But use a map to show its natural ecosystem and the areas in Nebraska that it has now invaded. And then tell me how it spread originally. How did it get here in Nebraska? Tell me how it continues to spread across Nebraska today. And and then tell me what you can do if we find it. So remember, these wanted posters are meant to educate the community. So what can a community member do if they find it? And or what can you do to prevent its spread? What can we do? All right. In addition to the poster, please answer the following reflection questions on a different piece of paper and use specific examples in your response. So you're going to have you can make this one document and one page is your poster and the next page is the response to the questions. Or if you want two different documents, that's totally up to you. Okay, so question number 1, how can invasive species result in changes in other populations in your ecosystem? So in Nebraska. Number 2, what other changes in an ecosystem can affect populations? This is just kind of review. What are some ways, what are some other ways? Remember, we talked about these two words, biotic and abiotic. Biotic is anything that's living. So your invasive species would be an example of a biotic change in an ecosystem that affects a population. So for number 2, maybe you can think about what abiotic or non-living, never living factor in an ecosystem would affect populations in Nebraska. We're really focusing just on our state, okay? And then number 3, how can a single change in an ecosystem create chain reactions that result in large changes to an ecosystem? Number 2 and number 3 are they're all kind of interrelated. So you could write a nice, good, beefy paragraph and answer all of those questions if you'd like. Okay, you guys, that's your assignment. Let me go very quickly to your rubric. I just want to show you one thing and then I'm going to leave you alone. Whoops, I went too far. Okay, in your rubric, I'm going to let you guys read through this, but the way that this is numbered is not going to work with my grading scale. So a 3 for me is advanced, a 2 is proficient. So I'm going to change these, and this would be a 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so for a 3, if you want a 3, you're going to give me all of this information. You've got text, you've got color, you're including images and graphics. You guys, it's so important that this is neat and readable and orderly and it's attractive. Remember, the whole point of this is you're not giving this to me, your teacher, for a grade. You are giving this, you're creating these posters so that we can put them on a window or something downtown Springfield, Nebraska, so people can get education, be educated about these different species. So it's very important that they're neat and orderly and have a very nice appearance. And then your questions are a part of that as well. Down here, I'm going to tell you what would be a 0. And even a 1. These things you would not receive credit for. So if it's hard for me to read it, if it's super messy, if you guys are, some of you guys do not write very well with a stylus on your iPad. And so if you can't do that, then don't write. Use the text box. If you do not want to use your iPad for this and you want to actually create a poster and then just take a picture of it, that would be awesome. Whatever you guys want to do. Okay, If you don't answer any of the check off questions that I put on that wanted poster on your instructions, you're not going to get the points. And I would hate for you guys to spend the time on this and then not get your points. So read through this. Let me know if you have any questions. This will be due on Monday. Okay. So let me see if I've included that. Yeah, it's due Monday, May 11th. So you've got the entire weekend to work on it. And I did that because I know some of you guys were not able to log on to Schoology today right away because we had that OPPD outage right by the school. And they said that that was going to happen and we may not be able to some kids may not be able to log in. So your homework assignment is due Monday. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help you guys. We've got 1 week left. Finish strong, okay? All right, you guys, I'll talk to you later.